Center. Will the treasurer please call the roll?
Mrs. Apathy.
Present.
Mrs. Decker.
Here.
Ms. Pajeska.
Here.
Mr. Rossi. Here. Mr. Souchaki.
Here, 5 present, none absent. On behalf of the board, I would like to welcome all students, staff, parents, and interested community members to tonight's Board of Education meeting. The board values and encourages public comment on education issues. Anyone having an interest in the actions of the board may participate during the public comments portion of the meeting, and if so, please identify yourself on the sign-in sheet in the back. We ask that you silence your cell phones during the meeting, and at this point, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this point, I'll entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Bizdecka, and second?
Second.
Okay, Ms. Apathy. Is there any discussion?
I do believe we're going to remove 13B, which is the Ohio USDA Child Nutrition Programs Agreement. We want to meet internally to discuss the breakfast program.
Okay.
And currently on that agreement, breakfast program is not marked, and if we're going to continue, which we are at the threshold to do that, we would need to mark that. So it's no hurry. We're just going to have some internal discussions and bring that back to you in April.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else? Hearing none, treasurer, please call the roll for the amended agenda.
Mrs. Decker.
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy.
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska.
Aye.
Mr. Rossi. Mr. Souchaki.
Aye, motion passes 5-0. And at this point, I'll turn the meeting over to our superintendent for recognition of Students of the Month.
All right. Our favorite time of the month, Students of the Month. I'm glad that winter is holding on for you all just a little bit longer. It is still officially winter, I think, for 4 more days. Is that correct? 3 or 4? So enjoy it. So we're going to start with high school. Start with Mr. Detre. We'll start with our 12th grade, and we'll work our way down through 6th grade with him, and then Mr. Melvin will pick up with 5th grade for the elementary school.
All right, our senior student of the month is Nathan Mandich. Now, I knew that Nathan couldn't make it today. He had a previous obligation. However, I will still read what the nominating teacher had written about Nate. Nate Mandich has been nominated for Student of the Month by his teacher, Mr. Robinson. Currently, Nate is in Mr. Robinson's environmental science class first period, but has previously taken his honors chemistry class during his sophomore year. And each day, Nate arrives early, ready to start his day and work for the entire period, oftentimes working alongside one of his peers diligently. Every bit of assigned work, research, and/or project-based learning he receives, Nate attacks with a steady mindset for lifelong learning. Great thought goes into his work, and he is able to articulate everything he does on a very unique level. What's most refreshing about Mr. Mandich is his attention to care and thought behind everything he does. He never just goes through the motions. In addition to his academic prowess, Nate engages with his teachers with his witty humor and love for music, who also shares many of Nate's hobbies and interests beyond the school walls. It is an honor to nominate Nate Mandich for Student of the Month. Congratulations, Nate. The 11th grade Student of the Month, Mark Workman. Please come forward. His mother is Heather Workman. He and his mom live in Cleveland, and he is an only child. Mark is in his 3rd year here at Cuyahoga Heights, where his favorite subject is science. He is a member of the football, wrestling, and track teams. And outside of school, he likes playing video games and going to the gym. He plans on becoming a firefighter when he is done with school, and when asked what's the best part of being at Cuyahoga Heights schools, he replied, "The education is really good." Here is what his nominating teacher wrote. Although I have never had him in my class, he is always so friendly and personable. Last year presented some academic challenges for Mark, but he set a personal goal to improve and has followed through with the effort needed to make that progress. We do speak often, and I value his insights that he shares in our conversations. Like many of our students, he continues to grow, and Mark is a strong example of a student who shows initiative and self-awareness in shaping a positive path forward. Congratulations, Mark. Tenth grade student of the month, Celia Suma. Please come forward. She thought she could be here this evening. Again, what I'll jump to is, here's what her nominating teacher had written. Celia is an academic all-star. She is taking an incredibly rigorous schedule of advanced classes, and she has shown the power of a deep understanding of the connections between the academic disciplines. Additionally, she shines in the academic clubs that she partakes in. She knows how to gain attention at a crowded conference like Model UN by her compelling speeches in front of hundreds of her peers. And in mock trial, she is simply electrifying by her presence, prowess, and understanding of the case. Most recently, she won Outstanding Attorney and Witness at OCLRE's district competition mock trial. Congratulations, Celia. Our ninth grade student of the month is Isaac Gray. Please come forward. Isaac is here tonight with his dad, Isaac Gray. He has a younger brother who also attends the middle school, and this is his first year attending Cuyahoga Heights. He and his family are residents of Brooklyn Heights. Isaac's favorite subject in school is science, and he is a member of the basketball team. Outside of school, he likes working out with his dad. And his most memorable experience at Cuyahoga Heights has been being named Student of the Month. He plans to attend college to become a graphic designer, hopefully for a professional sports team. Here is what his nominating teacher wrote. I would like to nominate Isaac Gray for Student of the Month. Isaac has done a great job in his first year at Cuyahoga Heights and has worked exceptionally hard in math during his freshman year. He shows a persistence that is rarely seen in students when he encounters a challenge. He always approaches his work with a positive attitude. Isaac demonstrates strong math skills, often earning one of the highest grades on tests and quizzes. Beyond his academics, he does a great job with helping others and is well liked by his peers. He also maintains many positive interactions with his teachers. Isaac's hard work is clearly paying off as he has seamlessly joined the Cuyahoga Heights community. Congratulations, Isaac. Our 8th grade student of the month, Aiden Tyna. Now, I only knew of one. Now, Aiden was supposed to be coming from track practice, so, all right. Here's what his nominating teacher had written. Ever since I had Aiden starting in 6th grade, he has been a hardworking, diligent, respectful student. He completes all class assignment tasks with care, dedication, and efficacy. Furthermore, he is a role model for his peers, demonstrating Cuyahoga Heights Middle School values of being caring, honest, motivated, and successful. Congratulations, Aiden. I know the next two are here. The 7th grade student of the month, Anaya Stevenson. Please come forward. Anaya is joined by her mom, Jessica Garcia, and dad, Lawrence Stevenson. She is the youngest of two, and the family resides in Strongsville. This is Anaya's 3rd year with the district. Her favorite subject in school is math. Anaya is on the volleyball and swim teams here at Cuyahoga Heights, as well as in the orchestra. Outside of school, she spends a lot of her time at a dance studio. Her most memorable experience at Cuyahoga Heights was the 5th grade picnic. And when she grows up, she plans on becoming an entrepreneur, hopefully with a cosmetology business. Here is what her nominating teachers wrote. We are proud to recognize Anaya Stevenson as our 7th grade student of the month. She consistently demonstrates kindness, diligence, and responsibility in everything she does. She completes her work on time and always puts forth her best effort. This month's word is cooperation, and she truly exemplifies it. She works well with her classmates, listens respectfully to others' ideas, and contributes positively to group activities. Her willingness to help others and collaborate makes our classroom a better place. We are very proud of her hard work and positive attitude. Keep up the great work. Congratulations, Anaya. And our 6th grade student of the month, Anella Doan. Please come forward. Anella is here with her mom, Bernadette, and Greg Meeks. She has been attending Heights since 1st grade, and she lives in Brooklyn Heights. Her favorite subject is math, and Anella is a member of the band. Outside of school, she's involved with many things: softball, swimming, basketball, and soccer. Her most memorable experience was being part of the fun runs and field day that occurred in the spring. She plans on becoming a plastic surgeon. And here's what her nominating teachers wrote. Anella Doan has been selected as the 6th grade student of the month for her unwavering work ethic and dedication to academic excellence. Anella demonstrates remarkable commitment during class time and takes full advantage of study halls to deepen her understanding across all subject areas. Through consistent initiative and self-directed learning, she exemplifies complete ownership of her academic performance, a quality that will serve her throughout her educational journey and beyond. Congratulations, Anella. And next, we'll invite Mr. Melvin to the microphone for the Students of the Month from the elementary school.
Ray. All right. Well, we have 2 5th grade students of the month. One is not here. I will read hers first. The first student is Arushi Patel. And here's what the 5th grade team said about Arushi. It is an absolute joy to select Arushi for Student of the Month award. Joining a new school in the 5th grade can be a big transition, but you have stepped into our classroom with such grace, confidence, and heart. From your very first day, you have made a lasting impression on everyone around you, and our school family is so much better because you are a part of it. There are so many reasons why you were chosen for this honor, but these truly stand out. First, Arushi has exceptional work ethic. You are incredibly hardworking and motivated learner. Whether a task is simple or challenging, you give it your absolute best effort every single time. You are a gifted writer. Your talent with words is remarkable. Your attention to detail makes your stories and essays a pleasure to read. We can't wait to see where your writing takes you. Unshakable positivity. One of your greatest strengths is your character. Even when faced with the negative attitudes of others, you never let it dim your light. You choose to stay positive, respectful, and kind, setting a wonderful example for your peers. Is that page 2? Oh, I think she's here right now. Okay, well, we're going to start over. So our first student is Arushi Patel. Come right here. Hi, Arushi. Hi. I was reading. I'll start over. Okay, so Arushi resides in Cuyahoga Heights with mom and dad and one brother who is 1 year old. She does not have any pets. Her favorite subject is math because it comes easy for her, and she loves to solve math problems. Her favorite AMP class is art because she loves to draw. Outside of school, she loves to watch shows on YouTube. When she grows up, she's not really sure what she wants to do or really sure where she wants to go to college. But her message to her family is thank you for helping her with everything that she needs. And this is what the team said about Arushi. It is an absolute joy to select you, Arushi, for Student of the Month. Joining a new school in the 5th grade can be a big transition, but you have stepped into our classroom with such grace, confidence, and heart. From your very first day, you have made a lasting impression on everyone around you, and our school family is so much better because you are a part of it. There are so many reasons why you were chosen for this honor, but these truly stand out. You have exceptional work ethic. You are an incredibly hardworking and motivated learner. Whether a task is simple or challenging, you give it your absolute best effort every single time. You are a gifted writer. Your talent with words is remarkable. Your attention to detail makes your stories and essays a pleasure to read. We can't wait to see where your writing tasks take you. You have unshakable positivity. One of your greatest strengths is your character. Even when you are faced with the negative attitudes of others, you never let it dim your light. You choose to stay positive, respectful, and kind, setting a wonderful example for your peers. Kindness and respect. You are always the first to offer a helping hand to a classmate or a teacher. The respect you show to everyone in this building makes you a true leader. Arushi, we are so proud of the student and person you are. Your dedication to your studies and your kindness towards others are exactly what being Student of the Month is all about. Keep shining, keep writing, and keep being your amazing self. I think I read it better the second time. And next up, and last but certainly not least, what seems to be, I guess, a monthly tradition here at the board meetings is the Freet family attends. We have one more for Mom, I guess, right? No? Okay. So 5th grader Colson Freet. Hey, buddy. All right. Cole resides in Cleveland Heights with his mom and dad, 2 brothers, Avi and Augie. Avi is in 10th grade, right? And then Augie is in 3rd. They have 2 pets, 2 cats, Georgie and Quasi. His favorite subject is math because it's fun. His favorite AMP class is PE because he likes the activities they do. Outside of school, Cole likes to play in the backyard and go to the History Museum. When he grows up, his dream is to be an NBA player and attend the Ohio State University. And the message to his parents is thank you. Here's what the 5th grade team had to say about Cole. It is with great excitement and pride that we select you, Cole, as our Student of the Month. Selecting a student for this honor is always a big decision, but this month your name stood out clearly. Since the beginning of the year, you have brought a spark to our 5th grade classroom that makes every day brighter for your teachers and your classmates alike. Here are just a few of many reasons you are being recognized. A joyful spirit. Your incredibly positive and cheerful attitude is contagious. No matter what the day brings, you walk into a room with a smile, lifting the spirits of everyone around you. A love of learning. You are a truly intelligent student, but what is even more impressive is your genuine curiosity. You don't just complete your work, you dive into it with excitement and a real desire to understand the world. Kindness and inclusion. You have a wonderful, outgoing nature that makes you a friend to everyone. You have a special gift for making sure no one feels left out, creating a classroom environment where everyone feels welcome. Unwavering respect. In every single interaction, whether with a peer in the hallway or a teacher in the classroom, you demonstrate a high level of respect and maturity. Colson, you are a true leader not because you tell people what to do, but because you lead by example through your kindness and dedication. We are so lucky to have you in our class, and I cannot wait to see all the great things you will accomplish this year. Keep being your amazing, outgoing self.
once again, congratulations to the Students of the Month. You do represent the very best of us, and we're extremely proud of you. Take this recognition as something to be proud of, and celebrate it with your families. If you have a seat for just a moment, I've got a couple more things to bring up, and then we will take a break, and we'll get your photos with the Cuyahoga Heights backdrop and the Board of Education to be posted on our website and social media. Now, since he's here, Avi, stand up. Another Freed, stand up. All right, so Avi was one of 8 members on our mock trial team to compete at the state championship this past weekend. And when you compete in a state championship and mock trial, there are no divisions. There's no big school, small school. It's just you're good and you make it, or you just missed it. It has nothing to do with the size. It has to do with your talent. And Avi was the outstanding attorney, was one of the outstanding attorneys at last weekend's state championships. So congratulations, Avi. I want to do a shout out also to Danny Chahaki and Gianna Amato, who are outstanding witnesses, and to their other teammates, Emma Gasper, Layla Lingau, Anna Rakowski, Brianna Dugan, and Hannah Jasny. Congratulations, well done. We're extremely proud of you. You know, I know that sports get a lot of recognition around here, but so does the music, the arts, and some of those other activities like mock trial, Model UN. Mr. Kosovich is a pretty good advisor, isn't he? I mean, he's a really talented advisor, but we have great students and families, so congratulations, Avi. So I would like to get the mock trial team here at some point, just so we could brag about the whole team just a little bit more. Okay? All right, finally we have our staff spotlight.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the staff spotlight.
So moved.
Ms. Decker? Anybody want to second it? Ms. Pajeska? Mr. Young, go ahead.
Okay, so this month, just like last month, our staff spotlight isn't here, and there's a reason for that. Our transportation people, like Mrs. Hupsey, who was last month, and Mr. Hahn, who's our mechanic, they get to school between 5 and 5:30 every morning to get the buses ready and make sure that everything's in place so that the drivers, when they get here at 6 o'clock, can hit the road running or driving. It's one or the other. I guess if you were the Flintstones, if you remember them, they were running and driving at the same time. But and they often work 10, 12 hours a day, so it's not surprising that maybe he had another commitment tonight, because I know he'll be here potentially at 5 in the morning plowing snow. So anyways, but I do want to recognize Mr. Hahn, who was nominated for this month's staff spotlight. So whereas the Cuyahoga Heights School Board of Education is proud to recognize employees whose dedication and commitment contribute to the success of our district, and whereas Bart Hahn serves Cuyahoga Heights schools with exceptional dedication as a member of the Transportation Department, ensuring that our fleet of buses remains safe, reliable, and ready to serve our students each day. And whereas Bart's extensive knowledge, strong work ethic, and team-first attitude make him an invaluable member of the Cuyahoga Heights team, and whereas Bart consistently goes above and beyond his responsibilities, often coming in on weekends to make repairs when needed, ensuring that transportation services continue to run smoothly for our students and staff, and whereas Bart is always willing to step in and help when needed, even assisting with driving routes or drop-offs in a pinch, demonstrating his commitment to supporting his colleagues and the entire school community, and whereas Bart's talents extends beyond his mechanical skills, as he often shares his creative side by leaving behind small drawings during his time in the Transportation Department, bring a smile to those around him. And whereas Bart's dedication, reliability, and willingness to help others make him a valued asset to Cuyahoga Heights schools. Now therefore be it resolved that the Cuyahoga Heights School Board of Education hereby recognize Bart Hahn as a staff spotlight recipient and thanks him for his outstanding service and commitment to the students, staff, and community of Cuyahoga Heights schools, adopted the 16th day of March, 2026. Congratulations to Mr. Hahn.
Okay, one more quick piece of business. Will the treasurer please call the roll?
Mrs. Decker?
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska? Aye. Mrs. Apathy?
Aye.
Mr. Rossi? Aye. Mr. Souchaki?
Aye, motion passes 5-0. And now,
Yeah, we're going to take a 5-minute break to get photos. Congratulations again.
Re-adjourning from our little break, Section 5, comments from the public, we have none, so moving into Section 6, Treasurer's Business.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask for items 6A, 7A through 7H for approval tonight in the consent agenda.
Okay, we'll entertain a motion for those items, please.
So moved.
Okay. Ms. Deckus, do I have a second?
Second.
Aye.
Oh, I think you beat him. Okay,
All right, go through these. So 7A would be our monthly financial reports, payments for board review and bank reconciliation for the month of February. Any questions on any of these? Go through. We're on track for where we're at. If I pull up our lead sheet right here. Again, just wanted to point out, if we look at this, at the bottom here, I have how it traces to spreadsheet T2C for both these, the blue and the red, right down here on our lead sheet. So again, our lead sheet, this right here is going to show the general fund as we look at it. Top half would be all revenues, bottom half would be all expenditures, and everything is set up and organized via the new four-year forecast for what we have. So both forecasts from October as well as February are input right here, so we can see how the numbers correspond to the totals. And then each one of these line items becomes another sheet that we have in here, tax revenue, unrestricted, and restricted state aid. If we were to look at the spreadsheet for T2C, it's a tongue twister. This is our budget versus actuals, and we have our blue, so we have our blue right here, and we have our red, which traces to that sheet right over here. So if anybody's curious, it's kind of how those trace out. Continuing on, 7B would be new vendors. About 8. Number 1, 2, and 3 are all musicians for the school play, estimated to be $450. Number 4 is Super Space, that's for school supplies at $2,000. Number 5 is another musician for the school play. Number 6 is software called Struggly, and that's for gifted, approximately $379. 7 is going to be Valley Pizza, which is just down in the valley. Matt, I know you like them for lunch. Approximately $300. And number 8 is St. Jude's, Children's Research Hospital. That's going to be for a fundraiser over at the elementary school. They're going to donate to the hospital. So that's nice. Continuing on, we have purchase orders over $5,000. And I can pass these off to everybody here. So, except for number 1, I'll tackle that one. That's mine, Illuminating Company. So that's continuing our blanket PO for electric utility. We're trending a little bit higher, so that $20,000 goes on top of what we already have, which was $185,000. So we'll see if we end up needing it, but we've just been trending low. 2, 3, and 4 are going to be for Matt.
And 5, yeah.
And 5,
Yeah, so these are all related to renewals of our current textbooks, so nothing is new from what we've been using. The first one is for our middle school. It's on Harcourt, education company for infant literature. It's a 3-year license. We just been doing it 5 years, so this is an extension. We last year adopted for the next 5 years the corresponding high school curriculum. So we now have a matching middle school and high school language arts curriculum. 3, this is elementary math. We're likely with Senate Bill 19. We think that Senate Bill 19 is going to get passed. We're going to be required to have high-quality instructional materials for mathematics in our elementary school. This has fit that list. We've had Envision Math, I believe, since 2016 or 17. This will be our 3rd renewal of that one. Doing a shorter license for these 2, 3-year, and 3-year, because I never know what Ohio's going to do 5 years out. I feel good for 3 years. I don't know that I feel good for 5 years out, especially in social studies and science. science, so those are gonna be 2-year licenses. These are just extensions of our current textbook licenses. You can't just buy the online license, you have to buy the workbook with it. You can't just buy a teacher license, because they won't activate it unless you have all the teacher licenses. Or all the student licenses. Student licenses can be, pretty pricey. Some are like, let's say $100 for the 3 years, but the workbooks will cost you $15. So it's just the opposite of what it used to be. You buy a textbook for $150 and you might get some software that comes with it. It's now flipped. Textbook companies have to make their money, and they definitely figured it out. At least 2 of those are tied to high quality instruction material. Oh, yeah.
Number 6 and 7 would be Matt in the back. Matt, if you want to talk on those two.
Sure. Number 6 are the large format copy or vinyl cutter and printer that is for the elementary library. This will be using the CVCC grant. The rest of the funds pay for that. And then number 7 is the battery backup system for replacing. That'll be 50% covered by E-rate due to a credit back. So it went from 30,000 down to 15,000.
And our last one is George.
Yeah, so North Coast two-way radios, so this is updating our transportation communications from analog to digital. So there's partial funding through a grant, we got around $5,000 that was previously discussed at another board meeting. This will bring us up to 2026 standards. We have 2 schools left that are still analog, so this improves our communications around the state and around our buses and school districts.
We have our donations tonight. We have 3. And my computer's going slow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought it was just me.
Oh,
Yeah, it went down.
Lost.
Yeah, mine not.
Yeah.
oh.
I got that thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it said you can click the back button.
Well,
I'm
that's
like,
some
okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
it kicked back in, there we go. Now we know you have all these memorized, so no fear.
Yeah, I
If it
said
goes
not to,
down.
but.
Did you say Board Docs is offline?
Yeah, it looks like it's having an issue. I can't even get it on.
That's okay. Oh, that's not good at all. All right. All right, so if we go to our donations. Actually, I have the attachments here. So, all right, so if we're going to look at our donations, oh.
Nope,
Matt, how
something
does this,
down.
oh, there we go,
Yeah,
all
I
right.
was gonna say mine.
So, 3 donations. First one, After Prom Committee. This is to support the class of 2026 prom expenses. They had donated $5,600, so we thank them very much for that donation. Number 2 is CHS Athletic Boosters. This is a donation from the Athletic Boosters for students working the concession stand on December 13th, 2025, the Al Pinta Wrestling Tournament. That's donated to the class of 2029. That is $835. Our third one is Patricia Martin, donation to the Cuyahoga Heights football program, $1,000. So we thank all 3 of them for their generous donations they have.
It's still good.
Continuing on, number 6. Do you happen to have it? Let me read that. So that's going to be a motion.
To approve the Eugene A. Emter Educational Scholarship.
Yep. And we have the attachment right here, so I'll bring that up. And this year, it's going to be $5,500 for the new scholarship what we have. So we're very thankful for this one. And Emter.
Mr. Emter was a superintendent here in the early to mid-'80s. He was superintendent, I believe, in 2 different school districts, one in Ohio, one out of state. He has decided to set aside funds for each school to be endowed, to produce a scholarship each year for students at those 2 school districts, or if we choose to split it among students, we can do that as well. But he anticipates every year that will produce a $5,000 scholarship that can be awarded to a single or multiple students in both school districts. So 5,000 for each.
All right.
So we thank him and his family.
Yeah, and I'll just read that to motion to recognize the generosity of offering scholarships to deserving students in the district and to approve the Eugene A. Emter Educational Scholarship as found in attachment T6. A new account 07926A will be created entitled Eugene A. Emter Educational Scholarship. So again, we thank them for that generosity. 7.5, we have our permanent appropriations. So we're going to modify our permanent appropriations to be able to spend that $5,500 for that fund, 007. 7G. It's going to be a motion to approve the agreement regarding the electricity purchase program of the Ohio Schools Council. It's found in attachment T8. This agreement will allow Ohio Schools Council to issue a request for proposal and secure the price for the next contract as well as subsequent contracts for what we have. So no price along with that. It's just more procedural from Ohio Schools Council. And we have our contract with them for electricity expiring, I want to say the middle of 2027, from what I remember. So we have one more year. And then 7H is going to be a joint recommendation between the treasurer and superintendent. This is a recommendation to waive remaining school year 2025-26 tuition of a current student. I'm going to bring up the email up here on the screen, written by the elementary principal. I don't want to read it per se, but we have everything here, and it describes the reason for the waiver of this tuition. So I ask for those items for approval tonight, the consent agenda.
Okay, do we have any questions for the treasurer? None? Hearing none, treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Deca?
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy?
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska?
Aye.
Mr. Rossi? Mr. Suchaki?
Aye, motion passes 5-0.
I have a couple more. So there's a new law that was out. We had done this previously last year around the same time, where our legal counsel sent us notice of property that they would like to challenge on behalf of the school district. So we have the email from legal counsel talking about a summary of 6 potential complaints for tax year 2026, meeting the requirements of House Bill 126. In the report, our legal counsel identifies each property, the use of the property, and some other aspects of it. The total potential gain of revenue to the school board is $146,376. And this is our list of all 6 that we have here. And this is created by our legal counsel. And the first one, we can see that the county fiscal officer fair market value is that amount. We can see the sale price right here, significantly higher, the sale date, and the potential gain of revenue. And again, right down here totals to the $146,376. One thing I did was, in Excel, I broke it down in another way just to see. So I kind of broke the math out if anybody's curious on it. So we have the county market value, we have the sale price of the first property that we have here, assessed value, our class 2 effective rate, and then we have the difference. So this is where it's currently at. And legal counsel were to succeed in these challenges, it turns into this price, the sale price. So that's the potential gain of revenue that we would see out of the first one. And then the second one, we can see that as well, that we have our county market value, we have the sale price, and then we have what that difference would be. So if our legal counsel were to succeed in challenging that, and again, it's just taking it to the sale price that we have in place, and we're not doing any class 1, which is residential or agriculture. It's all class 2 for what we have here. We can see that this potential gain of revenue for the second one is $33,630. The third one would be the same, approximately $27,000. Fourth one, approximately $21,000. Fifth, approximately $8,000. And the last one, approximately $36,000. So as a requirement of the new law, what we did last year is we voted on each of these separately. So I can read some of the highlights of each, and then we vote on all six. It's kind of easier if we keep each the same motion and second instead of bouncing around. So whoever first and second, maybe we can do that for all six.
Sure.
Kind of makes it easier. All right. I'll read the first one. So this is a motion to approve the resolution approving the filing of a complaint against real property. The property owner is the MFA Living Trust dated September 23rd, 2024. We can see the parcel number and the property address and tax year that we have. And then it talks about the basis for the complaint, which is the sale of property for what we have. So for this first resolution,
You need a vote?
motion and second, yep.
We need a motion and a second for each of the six.
Yep.
Okay. I'll make the first motion.
All right, Gary's our first, and then
Do you have a
there's,
second for this? Second.
okay, and then we'll take a vote. Well,
Roll. Aye.
Mr. Souchaki, Mr. Rossi,
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy,
Aye.
Mrs. Decker,
Aye.
and Ms. Bejeska.
Aye.
Okay, our second one. So we have our motion to approve the resolution, and this is filing of a complaint against real property. Property owner is Valley Hunt LLC. We have a parcel number, property address, and tax year 2025, and the basis for the complaint is the recent sale of property. So, same one.
Motion, someone? Someone want to make a motion?
can keep it the same, I think.
Oh, we're doing it with the same motions?
Makes it easier,
Oh, okay.
if,
I'll make
if
a
you guys
motion.
want to,
That's fine. We
Okay.
can- I'll make each motion.
right? And we'll take our vote. Mr. Souchaki,
Aye.
Mr. Rossi,
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy,
Aye.
Mrs. Decker,
Aye.
and Ms. Bejeska.
Aye.
Okay, our third one. This is a resolution approving the filing of a complaint against real property. Our property owner is 4700 Spring LLC. We have a parcel number, property address, tax year 2025, and the basis for complaint is recent sale of property.
So moved.
Mr. Souchaki,
Second.
Mr. Rossi. So, Mr. Souchaki,
Aye.
Mr. Rossi,
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy,
Aye.
Mrs. Decker,
Aye.
Ms. Bejeska.
Aye.
Number 9, this is a motion to approve the filing of a complaint against real property. Property owner is Robertson Realty Company. We have a parcel number, property address, tax year 2025, basis for complaint, recent sale of property.
So moved.
Mr. Souchaki.
Second.
Mr. Rossi. We'll take our vote. Mr. Souchaki.
Aye.
Mr. Rossi.
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy.
Aye.
Mrs. Decker.
Aye.
Ms. Bejeska.
Aye.
All right, our fifth one, second to last. This is a resolution approving the filing of a complaint against real property. Property owner is 5324 Grant LLC. We have a parcel number, property address, tax year 2025, and basis for complaint, recent sale of property.
Motion.
Mr. Souchaki,
Second.
Mr. Rossi, and we'll take our vote. Mr. Souchaki,
Aye.
Mr. Rossi,
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy,
Aye.
Mrs. Decker,
Aye.
Ms. Bejeska.
Aye.
Our last one is a resolution approving the filing of a complaint against real property. Property owner RRH number 1 LTD and RRH number 2 LTD. We have our parcel numbers, property addresses, tax year 2025, and basis for complaint is recent sale of property.
So
Motion-
moved.
Motion, Mr. Souchaki.
Second.
Second, Mr. Rossi. And I'll take our vote. Mr. Souchaki.
Aye.
Mr. Rossi.
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy.
Aye.
Mrs. Decker.
Aye.
Ms. Bejeska.
Aye.
Thank you. And then just 2 items for discussion. First one, 10A. So I'm in process, I'll pull up the email. So this is from Steve, project manager at the Auditor of State's Office. And Matt, I hope you're doing well. I'll skip the survey, and he goes, if you're interested in doing another contract engagement for fiscal '26, please let me know. Thank you very much for all your help in getting this past cycle complete. So we contract with the Auditor of State's Office every year to do our GAAP. So we take our financials from cash basis to GAAP, generally accepted accounting principles, GAAP, which is a modified accrual basis. And then our auditors, also from the Auditor of State's Office, audit those financials. So every school district, or every entity in the state, I'm gonna say about 99.9% of them do go to GAAP basis and do this conversion. So it is something recommended by the Auditor of State's Office, and we've been doing it every year since I've been here and even prior. I just wanted to let everybody know that they're working on this. They're gonna bring it to us soon. So that's in the works. And then the last item is discussion for Mr. Timothy O'Keefe, and I'll pull up this email. We contract with Mr. O'Keefe to work on, and I'll bring the resolution up. So we approved this August 6th, 2025, and it's a motion to approve the agreement with Timothy O'Keefe to research students as listed on what we call the SF-14 and SF-14H to ensure the educational services that each student is receiving are being billed to the appropriate school district. So these are court-placed students for the majority of the time that Mr. O'Keefe helps locate and does a lot of the administrative paperwork for us to receive additional revenue for the approximate dozen students that we have that are court-placed in our boundaries. And then I'm going to pull up the email here. So just wanted to say that Mr. O'Keefe has had a health issue, which is up here. So we're going to be pulling a lot of that administrative work in-house currently. And that it might be that way for the foreseeable future. So just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. So, again, I'll try to reach out to, Tim's wife, and I have the email here from Mentor Schools. But just wanted to say that, this service that we have, is taking a different direction as we go. We'll make it work. So.
Is that something that legal counsel could help on, or not really?
No, it's not really. It's a specific expertise, but, we've learned a lot, and I've learned a lot in the past 8 years because Tim had been doing this before I've ever got here. So, myself, assistant treasurer, guidance office, super office, principal office, we can all work together as a team, and we will. So we'll make sure that, this continues to the same way that we've always been doing. But it's probably going to be this way for the foreseeable.
Feel pretty confident, though, that we can handle this internally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've learned a lot from Mr. O'Keefe over the years,
Yep.
and we feel very confident in our abilities to do the quality of work that he's done.
Okay,
That's
Good.
all I have for tonight. Thank you.
all right. Moving on to superintendent's business.
All right, on the consent agenda for consideration, I have items 11A and B, items 12A and B, and then item 13A.
And we pulled 13B off. Now, entertain a motion for those items, please. Okay. From Mr. Rossi in a second.
I'll second.
Okay. Ms. Deca, and I'll turn it right over to you, Mr. Young.
Okay, so 11A, these are supplemental contracts related to primarily summer school instruction. We do summer school at the end of the summer rather than the beginning of the summer. That was a switch we made several years ago. We know that during the summer there's a summer slide that can occur, and so students who maybe need extra support they would be benefited by having instruction right before school starts as opposed to after a 36-week grind. So I have 8 people recommended to assist with that over the 2-week period. And then we have a modification for an assistant track coach. We have the resignation of Mr. Atwell. Mr. Atwell's had some health issues that's going to require him to step down for the remainder of the season. And so we've got James Henley recommended, who has pole vault expertise. Not to the level of Mr. Atwell, who is at 91 years young, one of a kind. So, but that recommendation is on that particular sheet. Test proctoring, I have 2 individuals that are recommended to help us with test proctoring, primarily with our advanced placement tests. That's Nancy DeBianca and Henry Clay. They'll be paid at the substitute teacher rate per the miscellaneous pay rate schedule that we adopted a couple times this year with modifications. Next, we have 2 long-term subs. Mallory Valentine, who's an approved sub on the ESC list, also happens to be student teaching, getting her actual teaching license through Cleveland State University. She is already taking over as Ms. Nolan is now out on parental leave. So she is recommended, and then we have the same for Mrs. Stryker, who will be going out at the end of this month, and so Christina Boning, who's also an approved sub and has done long-term sub assignments in science as well at the middle school level for the remainder of the year. So those 2 are recommended. 13A, this is the Stoller fundraiser for the elementary school for bakery items. This runs, I believe, in September and October, with deliveries happening around November 12th, I believe the contract says. We've done this annually. There's no cost for us to sign up for this. I did pull off, just to elaborate a little bit more, the USDA Child Nutrition Programs Agreement. So 2 years ago, our elementary school, because of, there's a threshold for students on free and reduced lunch, at which you have to do one of three things. You have to immediately implement the breakfast program in the school, designated school. That's number one. Or number two, you can request a delay, like a 1-year delay in implementing that program, in case it's just not practical for you to get it off the ground. So a lot of times we get notified of those numbers in June. And June to August is not a lot of time in school world to turn something like that around. And so you have to get a waiver from the state of Ohio. The third thing is you can just say we're not going to do it because it's financially impractical, but the Board of Education then has to communicate that they are not going to serve breakfast for the students through our typical notification and communication means. So this year we implemented, after a 1-year waiver, we implemented the breakfast program at the elementary school.
Yeah, so currently, I was just going through the numbers today. We average about 81 students per day in elementary school, which is 27% of our elementary school population that participates in the breakfast program. And again, that number's fluctuated throughout the year. It started with a lot more kids participating, I think, as they got used to the process, saw what the food was. Some of that changed over time, but again, we have 27% of our kids access to breakfast there that weren't previously. You know, we don't know the situations at the end with the students, so we had a good start to the day. Obviously,
That number is almost exactly the number that the ODEW reported to us at the elementary school. We had 27% on free and reduced lunch. So the fact that 27% are taking advantage of that means that it's matching
and
nicely.
We have breakdowns too, so even the students who don't qualify for that are accessing it, so it's a pretty nice balance of students who are either free, reduced, or just taking
Right.
advantage.
So last year, we were notified that 22% of our middle school and high school students, specifically it says the high school, but it's really a combined number. 22% were eligible through free and reduced lunch for the breakfast program, but we asked for a 1-year waiver. And we're going to have to make a determination whether that's practical for us to implement over here at the middle school and high school, and if it's practical to continue to offer it at the elementary school. So that's a discussion we're going to have internally, and if we are going to continue with it, then we need to check that box on that application, and currently that box is not checked. So before we either make a mistake or intentionally determine we're going to go one direction or another, we just need to have some internal discussion about that. Do you have any thoughts on the breakfast program? I know you're not seeing the numbers, right? You're not seeing, well, how much does it cost us? How much are we being reimbursed? The threshold's 20%. Once you cross 20%, you're now eligible to receive reimbursement for, or at least it seems like partial reimbursement. It's about 30 cents per.
Once we hit that 20
Yep.
and a half,
Yeah.
almost 3.
And if we don't, we have to communicate to the public that although we qualify, we're not gonna do this program because it's not.
Financially feasible.
I mean, I think it's good for kids to have a breakfast in the morning, and if they're using it and they eat a breakfast, I think it's a good program.
I have 2 questions. So did grades 6 through 12 qualify this year, but we chose not to? or
1-year
did they-
waiver.
Yeah.
1-year waiver, because we were notified in July,
We
and
did the same thing with elementary
yeah.
first year through, because it took time just to plan, staffing, you know, it changes the whole operations of, some things have been going on here for, 70.
well, it seems like it would be easy, but for our middle school, when they report to the building, they go immediately to the cafeteria, and that's where their holding area is, that's where attendance is taken, and that's where announcements are made. Just like our high school students go to the auditorium. You can't fit all those kids into the auditorium, and we would have to find another location for our middle school kids, because we don't want people running all over the school in the morning. It's too chaotic. We experienced that when I was principal here before, and so since COVID, that's been our holding area. But in order to offer breakfast, we have to have a place for students to go eat or to do the grab and go, and if they do grab and go, teachers have to be okay with them eating in class first period. So there's some things that we have to work through. It's not impossible, but we qualified for the first time for this year, but we requested a waiver because that's logistically something we would have to figure out. We were able to do it for the elementary school, but if you recall, we had to knock out a wall, we had to do asbestos abatement, we had to buy new furniture for the cafeteria in order to pull that off. So we spent $20,000 to $25,000 on that. So now lunches are operationally better this year during the school day, so it was beneficial all around for our service of food over there, but it was inspired by the breakfast program for us to make those changes.
For the data for students that choose to receive the breakfast, is it more of the bus riders than the car riders? Do they have the,
We haven't broken it down that way, so I can't identify that. Like, I see I've helped out in the morning with the bus drivers coming in, so they get off the bus 5 minutes before everybody else does, and start going into the cafeteria so they can get their food, get their classes. Because we're at a time crunch too. Like, the other logistical issue has to do with supervision, just the time in the day, with everything else that we have to get into play. So that's what makes it the most challenging part. And even the elementary school has evolved over the course of the year. First, there's some grade levels that were doing food in their classrooms, and then after a little bit, they kind of figure, like, you know what, it's better if they go to the cafeteria. So, I think it's a pretty well-oiled machine at the elementary school at this point, so it's working there, and we continue to do that. What it would look like over here would be a little bit different, even how we offer things and how kids collect them and where they eat and how they eat. Everything has some logistics to it, that is outside just food services and that requires some additional cafeteria.
Yeah, once you get to this age over here, you get students playing the game like, well, hey, I'll eat your breakfast for you. Why don't you take it and go, and then I'll eat it, So you can get kids eating 3 and 4 breakfasts in the morning. But being a single kid, kids start playing games over here with it. You gotta be careful.
For it too, so that we properly
Yeah.
identify whether they're pre-reduced, pre, or just a regular paying student. So even though they don't get charged, we have to document that every day, so it's not as easy to just, grab this bag as you come in. We have to get, digital entering of all that information to the system that's able to be submitted for the reimbursement.
We can figure it out, though. I mean, it's not,
so would it be more restricted over here then? Would they have to be on that list to qualify? Because like the buses here arrive, there's a larger window. They arrive here around 7.
yeah, they're here between 7 and 7:10, so it would probably involve them walking through.
So they would have more time.
Well, they would have more time, but I don't want them taking the food to the auditorium, because I can tell you, it gets a mess in a hurry, and it's hard to clean that auditorium. You spill milk or water or coffee on that incline, and
You have to offer milk, so one of the
Yeah.
things is you have to, milk has to be one of the components of breakfast. So, nothing's easy, but there's always ways to solve the problem.
yeah, so we'll figure it out.
Okay.
But we needed that waiver, so we'll discuss that, and we'll report back to you on that. But that's why that was pulled.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other discussion? Any other questions? Okay, so we're,
Take a vote. Do you need to vote?
oh, you have to vote. Okay,
Mr. Rossi? Aye. Mrs. Decker?
Aye.
Mrs. Appleton?
Aye.
Ms. Pacheska?
Aye.
Mr. Suchaki?
aye, motion passes 5-0. Moving on to section 15, superintendent discussion.
Okay, just a few things. So I already mentioned mock trial, their outstanding efforts. So again, we're really proud of what they did, and to the students who received the awards down there. Maurice McClarty last week did qualify for the state championships in high jump and won. So he was the indoor state champion in high jump 6'8". That's a school record. And we had 3 individuals make it down there, but anytime somebody wins the state championship, that's something special. So I wanted to congratulate him. Congratulations to our performers, those that performed on stage, and our crews. The music band this weekend had 3 successful performances. We didn't know if we were going to pull Friday night off. I mean, I lost power at my house, and it was out 17 hours, and in some parts of my neighborhood, it just came on this morning. It was from Friday, so it flickered on and off, but everything everything went through, so we were happy with that. And so congratulations and well done to all the people that worked so hard on that. We have Shrek Kids coming this weekend, so if you have an opportunity to stop up at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock, or Mr. Suchaki, if you're in the area, come on up for the dress rehearsal at 9 o'clock or 9:30 on Friday. So,
I will not be in the area.
National Technical Honor Society inductions are this Wednesday. We have 3 students being recognized. I don't know if they know it yet, so I'm not going to say anything. Never know if those things are top secret or not, but we'll get that in the newsletter. Fourth quarter has started, if you can believe it. We are at the final home stretch of the school year. It's only 2 weeks until spring break. And after that, it's testing season. We have a break of 1 week prepping for the tests, and then from that second week back, we take tests every week for the next 6 weeks in some capacity, whether it's state tests or advanced placement tests. By the time we're done with that, it's literally the 3rd week of May by the time testing stops over here. So it's an important time of year, but no pressure. Our students usually do well. They're very well prepared. And if we're not prepared, then other parts of the state aren't prepared either. So I always feel really good about all that. So anything else? Are we good? I think we're good.
Okay, any board members have any further questions? All right, so we'll move into section 16, board policy review and adoption, and we'll give it right back to Mr. Young.
Yeah, so we went through these last time, so I'm not going to go into depth. I just wanted to make sure that you saw for the purchasing and bidding policy, I did change that number. We had mentioned potentially making it $10,000. It is showing as $5,000. We had approximately 65 purchase orders between $5,000 and $10,000 in the last 12 months. So you would ask, what's that number? There would have been approximately 65 items that could have been purchased without board action. So that's the number. 5,000 doesn't bother us, but you asked for the number, and I looked it up in the system. So I just wanted you to see that we did change that number. There's been no other changes to any of these based on any feedback I've gotten.
Okay, do you have any discussion on these items? If none, I think we need a motion to approve.
So moved?
Okay, moved by Ms. Decker. I'll second. Anything else? If hearing nothing else, treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Decker?
Aye.
Mr. Suchaki?
Aye.
Mrs. Apathy?
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska?
Aye.
Mr. Lasser?
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Moving on to section 18, board discussion or comments. Anyone? Well, there is that recognition at the Career Center. I will be out of town. I'm leaving tomorrow morning at 6. So I will not be going, but Ms. Apathy will be there.
I'm going to try, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Nothing else? We'll move on to 19, future agenda items. Anyone?
So I just wanted to know when you thought the facilities update would be helpful. Next month in April, the intent is to have a couple student groups show up and talk about their leadership opportunities that they've had. I don't want to necessarily draw out the night. If they have a 5 to 10 minute presentation, we could do something in April. In May, you're probably going to get the handbook presentation. Isn't it about the time that the principals talk about changes to the student handbook, or is that June? Depends.
What's going on?
Yeah, so,
What lies ahead that we didn't plan?
and then by the time you get to June, we've cleared the school year, and we would have known any, capital improvements we would have made in the current fiscal year. Everything pretty much shifting to the next fiscal year after June. So, do you have a preference, Mrs. Majeska? I know you're the one that, Majeska, you brought that up before, so.
So it seems like April might be the opportunity with most time.
Do you want to do April? Okay. We can provide that. I'll talk to, this will be Mr. Burek, myself, Mr. Muccio, and I'll get Mr. Zerbola here too, because really the 4 of us, I'll work quite a bit on all that, so. We'll do our best. Anything specific you want to see?
Well, I just like how you give regular updates on the permanent improvement, like just seeing all those numbers and seeing
Yeah, we
just
can,
something kind of parallel.
yeah, we can, my thought was, we can show our budget, our permanent improvement budget, which talks about all of our plans for 15-some years that we have. So that's going to be a good way to kind of,
Yeah.
help us out there.
Yeah, yeah, all good plans, right? Like we have, something is going on here on the front lawn. We've got water pouring into the basement below us, and it has been since January. The manhole out by the road it's good, it's dry, but yet there's a pool of water that has been puddling at the very corner over here, which may require us to dig up the property there. We don't know what we're gonna find underneath there, so we give you the April plan, but we know how plans change around here. And so you just have to remember that while, we plan things out as best as we can, we also understand that this has to be flexible
Surprises.
because surprises happen around here all the time. So, but I think it'll be good for us to provide that update. That's not a problem.
Okay. All right.
Would it also be helpful, the board money, showing how that's spent on facilities? Like,
Oh, yeah.
sporting, facilities, but how do we plan to use that money?
Yep, that's one of the tabs that we have on our
Okay.
Budget, would be the billboard money, so we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we've got 4 different tabs that we have. We've got the technology tab, we've got the transportation tab, we've got the regular tab, the PI account, and then we have the one from the billboard money that's showing how that money is coming in and where the big expenditures are planned to be. Like, you're gonna drop $1 million here in about 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, according to George. Yeah, yeah, so, it's one of those things, it's like, hey, why don't we rent our facility more? Well, if we don't rent our facility more, then that pushes that $1 million expenditure another year down the road. So it's the revenue you could bring in and the money you're gonna have to spend on it, being able to push that down the road helps, So yeah, we've got that already planned out, so we can show that.
Okay.
And again, it's flexible. It can shift and move.
Mhm.
Okay. So, section 20, it should be noted the board members received their agendas several days prior to the meeting and have had considerable opportunity to study and so on, ask questions. Upcoming regular meetings, Monday, April 13th, which is a work session, Monday, April 27th, the regular meeting, and then Monday, May 11th, another work session. Is there any other business to come before us this evening? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Ooh.
Is that it? I'll second.
And we have a second as well. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Appleton?
Aye.
Mrs. Decker?
Aye.
Mrs. Prochaska?
Aye.
Mr. Rossi?
Aye.
Mr. Souchaki?
Aye, motion passes 5-0. It is 7:11, and we are adjourned.